Hello friends, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus. Today we have a messages, what do you need to know from your guides? So in order for you to choose your pile, you can definitely choose from your intuition now. Something is already screaming for you, but I'm going to place a card from Madame Endora's fortune cards to give us a feel for what each pile is, the theme of each pile. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have the card of air. It says, seek a union of mind and spirits. And it has the 3 signs of air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, so that may speak to you. We have the talisman for pile number 2. So you are destined to succeed. And then for pile number 3, we have the card of love, true love and fidelity. So keep in mind that the themes of these readings may shift and change as we start to clarify with the cards. I have some oracle cards and some tarot cards as well. So just tuning in with your intuitions, calling in your guides, my guides, any energies, entities, ancestors that wish to deliver messages to us here today. Grounding through your roots and reaching up through the crown. Finding a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And when you're ready, we'll begin. Pile number 1, you selected the element of air. Something is talking to me about someone. I'm hearing that they're gasping for breath. Okay, so there may be something that is making you feel short of breath or something that is blocking your ability to communicate. It could also be quite literally that you're experiencing shortness of breath, and this is something that's been coming up for you lately. So it could be a restriction in the lungs. But really what I'm feeling here is it's something to do with reaching out. So it's something to do with connection, reaching out to other people, being able to connect, honestly. All right, so we'll take a look at the oracle messages and see what else we can see. So we have freedom, the freedom to be able to communicate yourself without fear. There's something that you feel is unpopular, perhaps, or something that kind of sets you apart or makes you feel like you don't belong if you are communicating this. And so that's what I'm seeing here is this, and it's interesting. I said this to someone, a student recently, and I feel like it's just come up so many times, but it bears repeating that don't allow birds in cages to mock you when you're the bird that's flying free, okay? So keep that in mind. And then we also have the card of miracles. Okay, so my air pile. What you're looking for here is an ability to communicate something into existence. Okay, so what this could mean is quite simply more networking, like just talking to more people. If there is a creative idea, this isn't about giving away the details of your creative idea. So for instance, your story or your piece of art or a project that is unfinished, but more or less speaking to others about your intention, speaking your intention out loud. I feel like you are intentionally trying to break away from something that has had a really strong hold on you for quite some time. So this could be a system or when I say a system, that could be a family, it could be a community, it could be a group of friends that you once felt kinship with. This could be kind of moving away from that. And what can happen through this, and what I'm feeling is, either happening at this time or is ahead, is sort of this like darker days or periods of loneliness. But there is this there's a need for belief. There's a need to feel like things are going to come right. And I think that this is achieved through this union of mind and spirit, so that you're making choices and decisions with your intuition and your intellect, and not one or over the other. The other part of that is a union of yourself, involves less opinions from others. So you're freeing yourself from the judgment of others as well. But we're going to take a look at the tarot cards and see more specifically what this might be talking about. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so establishing some kind of independence, communicating your needs and desires, and the Empress coming into a period of fertility. All right, perfect. So this is about growing something beautiful for yourself. So if you have been, there's a lot of energy here about becoming a mother, or stepping into the energy of a mother, or stepping into more of a divine feminine energy, and being able to cultivate something that is both reflective of your earthly desires, but also of your dreams. Okay, so working with the moon cycles, working with your the ebb and flow of things, staying in that flow. The Queen of Pentacles is also very patient. She's been patiently waiting and working away at this project or at this idea. And you can see here she's got a lot of peace. She's really connected in, and that freedom is a financial freedom, financial independence. So there could be some abundance coming in for you. That's definitely indicated here. Quite a bit of financial abundance or material abundance. So maybe if you're waiting for a house to come through or some housing to come through, that's definitely indicated here. And that's going to give you a lot more freedom. Okay, I'm getting for some of you that you're leaving a situation, a partnership, and you don't really know how things are going to work out. So you're just kind of, the guidance here is to trust the universe, because you're moving away from something and you're running toward freedom. You're making that big escape. But there's also some fast-moving communication that's going to come in. So this could be something that you are meant to, there's been this long process of kind of waiting or not being sure. And once this comes in, you want to take it up on its offer. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify each of these cards, starting with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles. What is she here for? What is the message for my wonderful audience who chose the pile of air? What is the message? Okay, so we have the Nine of Voices reversed, the Three of Voices reversed. Yeah, this could definitely indicate that a relationship has ended, and this could be that it ended a while ago. So you may have been on this independence journey for quite some time, but the separation could have happened a long time ago, but the anxiety associated with it is leaving, or is on its way out. So with the Nine of Voices and the Three of Voices reversed, there's some kind of confusion or triangulation. There's some kind of situation where you were caught, so for instance, if this was with a partner and you were going through divorce proceedings, there was you, your partner, and then the mediating force. So maybe a mediator or the law. So that could have created this triangle, and now you're coming out of that triangle, and the feelings are no longer as intense. So we have the Three of Cups are sitting here, and you're still kind of looking at them and going, oh my gosh, there's still some emotions toward that. There could be a community that you've had to leave behind, that you've been mourning for a period of time. When you move out of the Four of Cups energy, that's the time for grief. So I feel like you're starting the grief process, but this has been holding you up from being able to grieve. And then once you move, but right now you're sort of sitting in this, sitting in your own kind of loving energy. Even if it's not overt, it doesn't have to be like I'm overflowing with love, but you're sitting in your own protection. This can also be a card of emotional neutral. So, you know, just kind of like being neutral to everything, not being emotionally attached to outcomes, that kind of thing. But in the meantime, you know, while you're getting your mind and your emotions right, you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, so you are drawing in abundance. So while you've been going through all of this stuff mentally, you've kind of been building up skills, you've been building up to a better material future that's going to start to come in for you. But let's take a look at I think the Knight of Swords came out next, so I want to clarify him. The Knight of Swords, please. The Empress is the biggest energy here, so we'll clarify her last. Okay, so for the Knight of Swords, we have the Knight of Inspiration, okay, the Three of Emotions, okay, and the Page of Inspiration reversed. Okay, so for this Knight of Swords, I feel like this fast-moving communication also drives in or brings in this fast-moving inspiration. So sparks of inspiration are going to start to fly. So if you had previously not really had any ideas or things have been unknown, I see this firework going off and illuminating the darkness. So all the things that you couldn't see here, all the things that were unknown and that are getting settled in this space are now lighting up sort of in the dark. You're getting flashes of it. So it may not be fully illuminated, but you're getting flashes of it. I do see that there is something shifting within your community and with whom you surround yourself with. Okay, so with the Three of Emotions reversed, this for me is that you don't really feel like celebrating. So when this news comes in, or when what you're starting to see flashes of in the dark, it doesn't really feel like something to celebrate. It feels like something, it feels or looks like something that is reflective of the past, or that is something that you are not wanting to call in, which is kind of interesting. And then with the Page of Inspiration reversed, yeah, there's this kind of like reverse magic happening, okay, where things are not quite what they seem. So when you start to get flashes of what is coming in front of you, okay, so I'm also hearing that you may feel like what is coming in is just a dream, or you may not take it seriously. So something may be coming in for you very, very quickly, especially with both the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Inspiration. This is coming in pretty quickly. If this is a person, fire sign, or an air sign, they are both impulsive, and this could be your energy. You could be feeling this energy as well, that you're feeling like that you're feeling very impulsive, but you're feeling very clear. Okay, so you feel clear about what you want to articulate, you feel clear in your communication, you feel clear about what you want, but you're only able to see flashes of what may come from it. So it's more about listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, listening to not just your intuition, but your intellect as well. What is your mind? What is your heart saying? What is your mind saying? Both. Right? This is both heart and mind in a way. This is sort of like the side of the heart, more like the spirit, I guess, but I always think of this as like the side of the heart that feels passion, like the Mars energy, right? As opposed to like the Venus energy. But this miracle comes through leaving something behind. leaving something behind and heading toward the darkness, right? Getting freedom and again, breaking away from a community or something that I think it used to feel really sacred and really important to you, but it may not hold the same kind of importance. And if this is you, like if this is for you, if this is a message for you, you'll kind of already know what I'm talking about because you'll already be feeling this way. It's not going to be something that's surprising to you. So I'm just turning these cards upright to change my vision, change my perspective, to see if there are any other messages. Let's start pulling cards for the Empress. I'm hearing the word communion, something about communing with the Muse of Materials. Muse of Materials, the Hierophant reversed. Some of you are leaving a marriage. Some of you are leaving a marriage and you feel like this is like, which is going to usher in a more fertile time, which seems counterintuitive. Yeah, and I feel like I said this, that you would move, from the Four of Emotions into the Five of Emotions. So this is where you start to properly grieve. So maybe you haven't been able to grieve something yet, and you are now moving into a space where you can grieve. With the Muse of Materials, this is the beginnings of an offer, or this is the beginnings of like an inkling of something new. So this could be going back to school, this could be stepping into like a new project or starting a new art piece or something of that nature. But it feels like there is almost like this, two sides of yourself are coming together to work together on this project. So this could be, again, there's a lot of Gemini in that feeling where there's two that are coming together to create something, and there's the third, right, with this energy of three. So this could mean that you are starting a project that appeals to both your intuition and your intellect, to your creative and your practical side, or I don't know what other oppositions there are within us in this moment. I'm just kind of channeling this through, but there could be something, there's two aspects of yourself that are always kind of kept separate, and this is a bringing those two together through the energy of the Muse, which is like divine inspiration. And what it does, this is clarifying the Empress, so it's bringing in this new fertile opportunity, this energy of growth, inspiring you to do away with convention. Okay, so this could be, maybe you are daring to have an unconventional family when that is something that is against your family's religious beliefs or against your culture's traditional beliefs. You're daring to do something different here, to grow something different. There's something that about this where you're honoring a part of yourself that you maybe kept hidden from your family, that you maybe didn't really like to show to your family or to some people in your life. Maybe you've kept it compartmentalized, or you've kept it secret in some way from everyone or many people in your life, and you're going to allow that to come out. So I'm just listening I'm going to listen into the advice for you here in this situation. Okay, so the advice that's coming in for you is to drink of the fountain of your own your own inspiration. So there are guides and energies that are coming through that are going to flow through you. And with this miracle card, it's almost like you're going to be able to filter through this like divine channel of words, information, creative ideas, creative projects. It's all going to start to come through, and it will help you to settle some of these unfinished kind of like wounds, heartbreaks, grievances. So if there was someone in your life, or there was a situation in your life that previously kind of fed you information or made you feel free, so if there was a dependency here on someone else, you're stepping into this place of like, all you need is yourself. So there is a period of introspection. We don't have the the Hermit or the Hanged Man here, but I am feeling more like Hermit. But this is that period of gestation, potentially. Something is growing inside of you. It's a new way of looking at reality, honestly. You know, so if before you were kind of like walking through life with a very straightforward perspective, like you could only see straight ahead, or you could only see the goals and ambitions that you've always had, this is about maybe zooming out. I feel like something happened. There was definitely a catalyst for this, and that's what we're seeing here with the heartbreak and the grief. That could be for some of you a divorce, but for some of you it's breaking away from a community or a way of thinking or a tradition. And through breaking away from that, you are going to start to channel what you need, but it's through this loss that you are able to grow something new and bring something really, really interesting into being, something through freedom. All right, let's get you some, I feel like you need divine doors. Nope, crystal wisdom, that's what I'm hearing. Let's get those cards for you. Okay, so if your message wasn't in this reading, maybe finding another pile or going to the playlist of messages from your guides to see what is coming in for you. Malachite healing. I am a healing machine manifesting miracles. Manifesting miracles. And that's what's happening through all of this. Ancient wisdom crystal. I am an expression of the powerful ancient wisdom of my soul. It guides me through life. I really feel like that's what she's tuned into here, and that's what this freedom card is about, is like tuning in. And you see she has these branches that come out like horns. And what that does, it actually tunes you into the vibrations and the movement of like the trees and the frequency of that. So, you know, old depictions of shamans will show, particularly in, I can't speak for any other tradition, but like the healers from the Celtic tradition would wear, or the Norse tradition would wear antlers, and that helped to tune them in and connect them to the energy, the subtle energies. Okay, so this is ancient wisdom that's coming through you into some kind of projects, some kind of, so it's going to be different for everybody, but it's not going to be necessarily aligned with one tradition. It could have a lot of different faces. I am going to pull some cards to kind of get some more information about what this project might be, but the final message here for you is I trust myself in the divine flow of the universe. Yeah, so if you haven't trusted previously before, I feel like you are really trusting now, and trust that there is something that is going to come in that is going to be fast moving once it comes, and it's going to flow, and it's just about kind of getting out of the way and allowing it to grow. Okay, so tell me about, let me get some cards here. Tell me about what this project might be. What can we know about this project? What is growing in the belly? So this could actually literally be a baby. Oh, for some of you, there's the Hanged Man. Okay, so for some of you, this is something that has been suspended for a period of time. This is something that hasn't really been in your awareness. This is maybe a project you picked up and put down quite a while ago. For some of you, I'm hearing 3 to 6 years ago. So it's quite a while since you've picked this up again. There's also an indication here that it's the Lover. So this could be something that really feels through some kind of coupling, some kind of divine partnership, there is the ability to channel this energy. This could also indicate sex magic for some of you. There's a strong energy of heart coming through here. So as you start to build this energy in your belly, okay, so if it's not a baby, this is the energy of creation. It's something that has been gestating for potentially 3 to 6 years. It could be something else if that doesn't resonate for you, but that's coming in very strongly. And this culminates in, this moves into the heart space. So now this is the cauldron of healing. So this is a really powerful and potent healing. So once this energy comes back, once you are out of this 4 of Cups here, where you're healing the anxieties and you're healing the heartbreak and you're healing that kind of feeling of triangulation where you feel like there's a bit of powerlessness over your situation, like either because of the law or some other third party. Once that's released and you come into the energy of mourning or grief, you may feel, obviously with grief, you may feel like deeply sad or deeply hurt, but this is actually when things start to get going. And then we travel into the sacral and the root. So this is where you begin to create something new and build a foundation for a new life. So this could be a partnership. What else? What else do my viewers need to know? Okay. This could be, I'm hearing the journey of a lifetime. So something may inspire you to actually move away. This for me really feels like becoming an expat or landing on a new shore is what I'm hearing. Okay, so maybe you're landing on a new shore and that's where you meet this divine partner after this period of suspension. So maybe this was a period of suspension in order to build something, to grow something, some skills or some abilities, or even just the desire to leave and to head toward some kind of deep understanding. For most of you, you are very much moving toward divine partnership, but this could lead you away. So this person may live far away. Maybe that's what's been building, but once the opportunity comes, you're going to take it very quickly. So once the paperwork goes through, or whatever it is that's been holding you back, the details, it's going to feel like a miracle that this is happening. And again, like now I'm seeing this in a new way. Now you're able to fly away, air, literally. So you may be going on an airplane somewhere. This person could live far away, or you may be moving together somewhere else and building this new life. Okay, it's going to be unconventional, whatever it is. So if it's not a relationship, it's some kind of like partnership or something that is very, very, very fruitful, but it seems to be on a distant shore. So this could be a work opportunity somewhere far away. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful, interesting, whatever, whatever you wanted it to be. If you are interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Please like, subscribe. Liking and commenting will help you to connect into my energy so that you can come back and have more readings that really connect with you. All right, take care. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Talisman. You are destined to succeed. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that there's like this little bit of thread of maybe like a lack of self-esteem or a lack of like belief in your heart about this success. Okay, so one of the things that may be happening at this time is that you are calling in a lot of help or using a lot of superstitions or a lot of like external kind of aids in order to try and bring things about, rather than kind of like trusting yourself and that you've built skills and that you have abilities that are going to bring you forward or bring you more success. Okay, so this is something that's coming in as well. There is I'm hearing something about a mountain of trade. So there could be something that is piling up, like papers on your desk or unfinished business that could be piling up on your desk. And there's a message here that you need to clear that space in order to bring some new things in. Okay. So we also have the card of flow. Okay, so there is this this energy of disrupted flow in the heart space. So this could also mean that you're sort of like hoarding or like hoarding your energy or hoarding the things that you have because you're afraid that if you don't, you won't have, or you're like risk adverse at this time. But we'll take a look at what else we have. Wonders. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely a call here to connect in with your third eye, to connect in with your crown chakra, and to connect in with your heart chakra. And so all the upper chakras are in need of activation at this time. So if you want to take a nice deep breath for me and close your eyes. And just feel a white light at the crown of your head. Or just an energy at the crown of your head. Just a presence there. Something that is calming, soothing, bright. And just allow that to travel down. So with each breath traveling through the hair and the forehead. And over the eyes and over the cheeks and the ears. And really focusing that energy in on the space between your eyebrows. And this energy cleanses and clears that as it goes. So if there's any crust or any blockages, it starts to move. Get that moving, get it vibrating. And draw it down through the neck and through the shoulders. Come back to the neck, come back to the throat, and let this white light, vibration, and energy break up some of those blockages in the throat. So you can feel that channel of energy from the crown of the head now freely flowing through the head, through the throat, and down into the heart space. And the green light of your heart space glows brighter with each breath. As you allow the healing energy of oneness of the universe to come into your heart space. And if you are holding your breath, continue to breathe. Relax the shoulders, find ease, find peace. And if you want to keep your eyes closed for the rest of the reading, feel free to absorb this reading through your third eye and through your crown. If not, you can gently open your eyes. So a soft gaze will continue, okay? So we have the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So there has been a decision that you have not been able to make, and it's because there's been a truth that's been withheld from you. Okay, so someone has taken your ability to know the truth away from you, or has withheld information from you. But I see that that is going to be released to you. Something about, it's like you know this truth in your dreams, and each time you awake, you forget it. And so there's something in your dreams that may be trying to communicate with you about, and that's why we needed to clear your third eye and clear your crown all the way to your heart, because there is a disconnect between your subconscious and your conscious mind communicating. And a lot of people forget their dreams, but I feel like these dreams are especially intuitive, they're especially powerful, and they're bringing in messages that you need to hear. It's almost like your heart communicates with you while you're sleeping. Okay, so someone has been deceiving you, and it's kept you in a space of, and you don't have to worry about this. Sometimes people deceive us for our own good, or that's what they're saying. I put that in air quotes. Or people deceive us because they're trying to protect themselves. They can't handle the truth. Sometimes people do lie to us, but this is a card of deceit, and it's reversed. So there is some truth coming in that is going to help open up this flow for you. Okay, so your flow to success, or whatever it is that you are looking to open up to. So maybe you felt like you were trapped and pulled in a couple of different directions. That's what the Two of Swords here indicates. And it was almost overwhelming, and it felt like days upon days had gone by where you just couldn't make this choice or decision. You felt stuck in this energy. So I see that starting to move forward. The Queen of Cups is a fully intuitive queen. Okay, so she is able to move through her emotions in a really beautiful way. She does it through a lot of meditation, honestly, or in having that developed sense of working with her dreams. But there is healthy, empathic energy here that is available to you as you start to learn this truth, and as you start to come out of this stagnant energy. So we're going to take a look at what might be going on here. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords first. Clarify the Seven of Swords, please, for my talisman group. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, the Chariot, Cancer energy. There's a lot of water in this reading. And the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so your intuition has been right on about someone. This Knight of Wands energy. This is a kind of player energy, and especially reversed, this is unhealthy player energy. So this is where someone uses their charm or charisma to really win you over. This could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it definitely can have that vibe to it. So this could be someone who, smooth talks, and you think maybe there's more than just a physical relationship, and then that kind of, there could be just this kind of it's really fun until it's not. The Knight of Wands might blow kind of hot and cold, but not even hot and cold. It's like hot and removed, like hot and not even existent, like disappearing. And so what this has, so this situation that's like where the truth has been withheld, so you haven't been able to make a decision. Right? So let's say you have two different paths, you're ready to move, you've got the energy to move forward, you're ready to move forward in your life, but this is blocked by the Knight of Wands standing in the path, withholding this truth from you. I feel like this truth has really hindered your ability to tap into this High Priestess energy. I'm going to turn all cards upright just so that I can get a different perspective and a different read on this situation. So the truth is not something that you've already known, but you've known that there's some truth to know. Okay, so you've known that this person has been holding back, but you haven't known what you haven't known. And so this is what is going to be revealed to you. Now, for everyone, it's going to be different, but I do feel like this is something that you do not see coming. Okay, so maybe you've gone over in your mind a million times, your mind's been racing, and you've gone over what it could be, and you've tried to the Chariot is Cancer energy, so I feel like maybe you've tried to protect yourself by kind of trying to figure out what it is, what this truth could be, but I don't feel like you can know until they tell you. Okay, but I do see that coming in and helping to open up this flow. It's going to help you to open up to this Queen of Cups energy. So let's see this Two of Swords, this stalemate, or this being drawn in different directions. What can we know about this? Okay, here's 3. So we have the Hierophant in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting. The King of Wands is between you and breaking some kind of tradition, a broken tradition, and stability in generations and tradition and ancestry, and is kind of like vision of the future. So it could be that for this person or for this situation, you gave up some sort of idea of happiness or some sort of idea of what you had wanted. And maybe, with the charm of the King of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse can still be charming. And this is sort of a magician, and they can make you think that you want something. They can be really convincing about you wanting something. So maybe there was some sort of situation where you wanted children and they didn't. And then they convinced you that you could build a beautiful family without children. But that's... you're starting to see the blindfold is coming off. You're starting to see what you gave up in this situation. So again, this could be a career where, the career sort of enchanted you and it made you feel like you wanted something that you didn't. And this is kind of like when the blindfold comes off and the stalemate is over, you're starting to recognize what it is that you truly want. But there's this kind of like charming energy that was between it. So maybe you had always wanted a wedding, or you had always kind of like believed in something, and then for a period of time it just didn't feel like maybe those beliefs aligned with what you were doing or where you were at or what relationship you were in. And so I see you kind of like coming back to something. For some of you, your ancestors are calling you back, and this is going to help you to guide you. Is like a return to your ancestors. What about the Queen of Cups? What does she have to say? We have the Queen of Cups reversed. The Page of Swords reversed. and the Hanged One. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Cups reverse, tells me that you're still kind of in this unstable place of oscillating between feeling really healthy and feeling really unhealthy emotionally. Okay, so maybe you have some good days, maybe you have some bad days. Maybe on your good days you are more accepting of what you have sacrificed, maybe. But like on the good days, I feel like you step into this flow and you are on your path to success. And then this deception comes in, or this I feel like this knight is literally standing in your flow, standing in your path. So you're ready to go. You're ready to move on. You're ready to do something. You're ready to go forward. But this, and I feel like this person is watching you on social media. I feel like this person has their eye on you, or there is, if it's not a person, if it's a situation, there's like some kind of little, it's like a petty hold that they have on you, or a, some kind of like, something that seems big. It could be like, something that seems big, but if you look into it, maybe like it's a contract, or like something that you think you can't get out of. But I think if you look into it, it won't be as scary as you think it is, or like the paperwork or something of that nature isn't going to be as hard as you imagine. So that may be worth looking into. But with the Queen of Cups, there is, you know, when you oscillate into this space of being the Queen of Cups in reverse, you're spilling your cup, right? And it's disrupting this flow, and then this destined success takes some time off, right? So it's like pausing, it's suspending you over and over again. This is the cycle. So you kind of like, it may be that this person is dangling the truth like a carrot, or this work is dangling something like a promotion or something. There's something that is really tempting you, and that really appeals to you emotionally, or it feels like it fits in with your future plan, but it's actually not. It's like a carrot that's being dangled that isn't actually what it promises to be. Okay, so that's really what I'm seeing here. I'm going to get you some of these crystal wisdom cards to get you more advice, and then we're going to come back to kind of looking at the oracle cards and see what other advice there is in the cards. Okay, so we have Heliodor, confidence. I am confident in all that I do. This is interesting. So I feel like what might be happening here is that your confidence is being held hostage. And it's being held hostage by a situation that you're giving too much power to. Okay, so you're giving too much power to this truth that hasn't been revealed yet, or to this this offer that is continuously promised but is never actually made. So there is something, whatever is being dangled in front of your face, it is keeping you stuck. It's keeping you where you are when you have the energy and the momentum to move forward and to get everything that you're looking for and everything you're asking for, right? Because we have the Ten of Pentacles here with moonstone cycles. Okay, so again, coming back to the moon, coming back to this, these cycles are for the moon, not for other humans. Like, it's not for someone to be your moon and make your life move, right? So there's a certain amount of surrender, but maybe you're surrendering to the wrong person or the wrong things, just something, or in times when this is blocking your way. You feel like you have to store up this energy when you get thrown into the Hanged One, this time of, you can contextualize this as lessons, but if you are continuously learning the same lesson and it's not going anywhere, then it's just a pattern you haven't broken yet, okay? And then we have Christopher's nurturing. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. Okay, interesting as well. So this situation with this Wands character, so this could be a spiritual, I want to say this could be a spiritual community, honestly, but also if it's a relationship, this could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or someone who has a lot of fire placements. This person is kind of, I feel like you're very watery. This person is not nurturing you, okay? They're dangling the idea that maybe in the future they might nurture you. They're dangling the idea that they might in the future be part of the flow. So what I see on the other side of all of this, of this situation, and what the guidance is for you from your guides, is to drop into this Queen of Cups energy, okay? So to drop into a space of intuition and into your emotions. What are your emotions telling you? If your emotions are incredibly unstable and they kind of, what we're looking for here is a river current, not beach waves, okay? So you don't need the beach waves anymore. That's what this person brings, or that's what this situation brings. That's what this dangled carrot brings, is like continuous waves hitting up against you. You're looking to drop into a river that has a current, that has a flow, that's going to carry you somewhere. And where is it carrying you to? To wonders. Okay? So this is where you're able to open up and see, believe, speak a truth, a love, a vision of the future that is just for you, that has nothing to do with what anyone else says it has to be. Maybe one of the things here, this can be like here with the Ten of Pentacles, maybe you always wanted to be a mother and society kind of gaslit you and told you you'd be a bad feminist if you wanted to stay at home with your kids. That's an example, right? And, an empowered woman chooses what she chooses, right? So if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. That's the very specific example that's coming through, but it could be for someone here. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. This is what's coming in. It's going to come in quick for you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's something, okay. The Hierophant, yes, okay. Okay, so ordinarily the Knight of Pentacles reversed is a stuck energy, but that's not really what I'm getting from this. I'm getting that this is a, it's like these discs are being drawn to this person. So I feel like this is like this person, this earthy person is like a magnet for you. This is someone where you're just going to be magnetically drawn to them. And this is someone where, where you had the Hierophant reverse. So again, if this is a love reading, this is for you. I will get to if it's not a love reading for you in a moment. Okay. So, if this is a love relationship, this person is really going to draw you in. Any kind of situation this is going to draw you in. So if this isn't a love situation, if this isn't a person, an earthy person, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, this is and we have Taurus here twice. So this is a situation that's going to draw you in like a magnet. Like you're barely going to have to do anything. It's just going to call you in. And even the challenges that are involved in this, it is so part of it's like what you want to commit to. It's what you want to be a part of. It's an institution that you can go along with, okay? And it's also connected here because we had the Hierophant reversed before. This is it. being turned upright. Okay, and see the joy and celebration here. So this could be liberating yourself from one kind of spiritual tradition and just kind of finding a freedom in an earth-based tradition. The other thing here with the Eight of Wands is that this happens with a lot of ease. And it just feels like everything is coming together for you. And that's where the wonders are. Everything is coming together for you. So the vision that you see in your third eye, where I feel here, you are disconnected, right? We had the High Priestess reverse, but you have the potential of the High Priestess to scry, to see, you know, with the Queen of Cups twice here. You are able to intuit and see so much water energy here. And this is going to be this is really going to feel like those things have come together for you. Okay, so this is your message from your guides. I hope that it was interesting, inspiring, whatever it needed to be for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like and comment, that can connect you with my energy so that future readings are more fruitful for you. So what else? If you want to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. I would love to meet you. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Pile number 3, you chose this love card. It says true love and fidelity. So if it's not about a loving relationship, this will be interesting. What am I getting from this? I feel like this has to do with pride. Okay, so this could be an issue in a relationship where there's some aspect of pride. So this could be not wanting to claim their relationship for a certain reason, or someone not claiming you. This could have to do with, you know, maybe they triggered you a bit, or maybe they made you feel, or you feel in their presence, you can recognize that maybe there's like a bit of a lack of confidence there in their presence, or just not feeling enough. So we're going to take a look at the oracle cards and see what they have to say. So we have abundance, okay, and action. Okay, so this is different. So this is actually really, really amazing. Okay. So being with this person or being in this situation really makes you feel like anything is possible. It makes you feel like you want to jump into action. It makes you feel like you want to go to battle. It makes you feel like you can take on the world. This is Tom Cruise jumping on the couch over Katie Holmes. If you don't get that reference, I apologize. Look it up. So you don't have to, but it's a moment in pop culture. Anyway, so this is definitely a passionate connection. This is a connection that really like gasses you up. It really makes you feel like it's a bright sunny day. I feel like there's a giant butt coming, but let's take a look. Okay, this is where it falls apart. No, it doesn't fall apart, okay, because all of these energies are present. So what we have here is very, very interesting. This is an abundant, action-driven, passionate connection where we have at the heart of it a lack of self-love. Okay, so there's lots and lots of love in this connection. There's also the promise of stability in this connection with the King of Pentacles, but he's sitting here reversed. So he's sitting here in this stubborn energy. This is where the pride comes in. Someone is stubborn and they don't want to move. So someone's pride has been hurt. Someone's ego has been hurt. We'll take a look at that. We'll clarify that in a moment. With the Ace of Cups, yeah, this is self-love deficit. You know, there's something, and I'm getting because it's here in the center, it's for both of you. Okay, so both of you are lacking some love. So if this is I mean, I think this fits for a friendship. I also think this fits for a business partnership. I do feel like this is a situation between two people where there is a tremendous amount of fruitful, active energy. There's also a tremendous amount of love and promise of stability and like a really fruitful future. But there's a lack of love, or there's a lack of self-love, and thus a lack of unity. Okay, so these are two partners who are both waiting for the other to be vulnerable, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this is kind of a stalemate, honestly. People are wounded, people's ego is hurt potentially, and so each is waiting on the other. Each feels like they deserve an apology is the situation that I'm getting. But I'm going to clarify. I'm going to start with the King of Pentacles. So clarify the King of Pentacles for me, please. So we have the Four of Cups, like pouting in a corner, the Ace of Wands, okay, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so either you or this other person is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but that could also be their Venus because this is a love reading. So basically this person has been pouting in a corner for a while, but they never lost their spark or their interest in you. Okay, so they've never lost this lust even. But this is like a longing for a passionate new beginning. And for a long time, this was kind of coming in for, you know, the, it says over it. Like, they were over it, they weren't even looking at it, they were like kind of looking at their other options, looking outward, and not really looking at the divine love that was coming in, right? And then this is also indicated here with the Ace of Cups that was reversed, that there was a lack of self-love in this denial of it. So in this over it wasn't necessarily healthy. It wasn't helping them to cultivate a sense of self-love. But here we have this longing and this longing and this reaching out for the Two of Cups. So I do feel like there's one person on land, one person on water. So this could indicate that one of you has an earth, your Venus sign is an earth sign, and one of you has your Venus sign in a water sign. So if you know their charts, you may want to look into that. There's also Leo indicated very strongly here for me, with the Lion, action, maybe any fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Yeah, so this person never really lost their love or their passion for you. There is a strong desire for union, but they're just kind of, let's get one more, the Hierophant, yeah. So again with Earth, this is Taurus energy. I feel like what they want with you with the Hierophant, like Hierophant is the marriage card. Hierophant is the card of institution. So maybe this person's pride was hurt because you didn't want to make their relationship official, or maybe this was you. Or you have different ideas of, you're maybe from different backgrounds or different religions, and there was just something that wasn't quite fitting together in that way. But let's move on to the Two of Cups and we'll see. So the Two of Cups was in reverse. Can we get some clarifiers for that, please? Two of Cups reverse. What does it mean? Two of Cups reverse. What does it mean? Okay, so there was some sort of deception in this connection. Wow. Okay, so there's some kind of deception in this connection, and someone was giving more than they were receiving, or vice versa, or there seemed to be a kind of imbalance in the generosity of this connection. But I do see here, because the Six of Pentacles is upright, is that just because this is a smaller box doesn't mean what's in it isn't just as valuable. So maybe the evaluation system here was a little bit off, and this was part of what the struggle was. But with the Seven of Swords, I do feel like some kind of truth was not being spoken. Something was being withheld, and it was leaving the other person in stalemate, in confusion, okay? And just like holding them in that space. Now with the Tower, I can see that this love relationship or this situation, you may think it's completely over. Look at this person is impaled, okay? This person, you think that they are done. But this could be an optical illusion, or this could be an illusion. This could be part of the illusion of the lie, is that it's over. Okay, so someone may have indicated that it's over, but they very much do not feel that in their heart. They're still wanting to give to this connection. But this Tower, like the Tower is where maybe the foundation wasn't originally as strong, or maybe because of these deceptions, you know, some kind of epiphany, some kind of truth came in, and or will come in, and then strike the Tower down. So the Tower has to fall. And the Tower is some sort of like, I'm getting for you guys, it's some kind of like perception. Maybe you each had each other on a pedestal kind of thing. This could be that, you know, this person was on a pedestal, and now they, you know, based on this situation, they're no longer on that pedestal, and that's like a healthier way of moving forward in this connection. If you're going to move forward, and we'll definitely take a look at that. So let's see this Ace of Cups. So the Eight of Pentacles reversed, Temperance, Queen of Wands reversed. Ooh, okay. Oh, you guys, what a mess. You love each other. What is going on? Listen. You're both stubborn. So what's happening here is like with this self-love is because of the self-love deficit, because, you know, of being like defensive, someone walked away. One of you walked away from this connection, already and still feeling feelings, okay? So this connection was walked away from when there were still feelings. With the Eight of Pentacles reversed, not as much work has been put into it as could be, but it looks like with the Eight of Cups walking away, you stop putting the work in, right? So you have double eights here. You stop putting the work in. We have the Divine is in this connection. So the Divine is co-creating this connection with you, but you have your Magician hat on backwards, okay? The Queen of Wands is burning things down that she wants to grow, okay? She is not manifesting this, she asked for this connection, so maybe you asked for this connection, you both asked for this connection, and you've been co-creating it with the Divine at the same time as you are rejecting it and throwing it away and burning it away. This is very confusing. And mostly it's because each of you struggles to love yourself or to feel that you're worthy. So it's almost like I'm not worthy enough is the underlying feeling, but then you just kind of like push the other person away and kind of blame them almost. Yeah. I'm going to grab some advice cards and then we're going to move forward into some advice. Or some rereading the cards. Okay. As you write, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. Well, I'm glad your awareness is, because I am certainly confused by this. I mean, the Tower can certainly bring in clarity, but this feels like it's almost like in this confusion, in this mess, in this there's love, there's passion, there's commitment, there's the divine, there's action, there's abundance, there's so many powerful, potent energies, but because of this Ace of Cups reversed and the lack of unity and the lack of clarity, the withholding of information, the withholding of communication, this is just a mess. I mean, this would make sense if one of you is avoidant and one of you is anxious, if you look at attachment styles, or even if it's both, each of you are both anxious avoidant, this would make sense. So maybe taking a look at your attachment style might be helpful. Communication is needed. You guys need to talk to each other. I communicate with ease and grace. So what are you afraid to communicate? Are you afraid to communicate your hearts? Are you afraid to communicate how meaningful this is to you? The Two of Cups here is here twice. Everything is not fine. Okay? Everything is not fine. So if you pulled this pile and you thought this was going to be about someone else, it's not about someone else. It's about this person. Okay? That's for someone. It's not about someone else. It's about this person. And this person, you're I've walked away. Everything's fine. That's done. That's in the past. Both of you feel like you've walked away. You're not working on this anymore. But you both love each other. You just don't love yourselves. Or maybe you are loving yourself. It depends on where you are in this cycle. It's true love. Sorry. Okay, and then you have flexibility. Yes, please. For crying out loud, let's introduce some flexibility here. I am flexible and free to be me. All right, let's take a breath, okay? Let's take a breath. I am flexible and free to be me. Do you know that you are flexible and free to be you in this relationship? Is this something that has been communicated or demonstrated, or have you both just been operating in defense mode? Okay, I have some questions. So I'm going to just pull some cards to answer my questions. This is a fruitful connection. Wow. Okay. What? Wow. This is powerful, powerful feminine energy in this connection. All right, so if I'm speaking to the feminine, and if this is a hetero couple or a couple where babies are something that you are capable of making or wanting to make, this is a very fertile connection, okay? But not only is it fertile in that way, okay, so it's not only fertile in that way, it's fertile for creation, it's fertile for intuition, it's fertile for both of you to cultivate material abundance. And also, do you see that none of them have their eyes open? Okay? And this card here indicates to me that once the two of you are together, neither one of you is looking at anyone else. This is it. Okay? And I wonder, what I'm seeing and what I'm intuiting, and I guess what I'm wondering, is if that is the reason that you are both freaking the heck out. Let's see if I can get a word for this. Give me something. Shine. Yep, you're afraid of this light. You're afraid of this connection. It is time for me to shine. And this is all about confidence. This is about the confidence that you don't know what this is going to bring, but you're both going to work it out together to let down your defenses, to step into this beautiful, loving, nurturing, feminine, intuitive energy, to work with, you know, what you have behind you. You have so much like bright, sunny, masculine energy behind you, but it's almost like if you focus on it, it's like if you look at the sun too much, right? You don't want to look at the sun too much. You don't want to look at the potential. You don't want to look too far in the future. You don't want to look at like how intense this could be. You want to take it step by step, day by day, okay? It's almost like this relationship is an addictive substance that you need to like to pace yourself with. Okay, there is just so much here. There's generosity, there is transformation, there's the divine, there's magic, there's love, there's commitment, there's passion, stability, abundance, action, everything. Okay, and that fidelity that was here at the beginning of the reading is indicated to me here with the Two of Wands. Like no one is leaving this relationship once it starts. So if you start to recontextualize this relationship or this walking away, consider that it was walked away from with love, okay? And that it can be returned to with love if that is where it's going. But what that's going to take is hard work, is coming back into wanting to manifest it and not confusing your angels and guides by being like, I want it, no I don't, I want it, no I don't. Be clear, do you want it or do you don't? You know, one of the issues here could be with one of you that maybe you're not, one or both of you, probably both of you with how confused this energy is that you kind of oscillate between I want it and I don't, I want it and I don't. Or you're wanting to know whether they want it or they don't, to know how you feel. But how do you feel? How do you feel? And then communicate how you feel. Okay? This has been very dizzying, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful in some way. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you comment and like, it will help you to connect in with my energy. I especially notice it when people are commenting that they then have like more success with the future readings, and it'll just help my guides, your guides, to kind of like communicate and know what channels to move through. So if you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. I would love to meet with you in that way, and we'll see you soon.